What's up, everybody? All right, so episode 126, 126 episodes. And what is that, like 14 months? Going on 15, maybe? Like, that's a lot. It's a lot of content. And this episode is brought to you by Vegas Valley Fire. Go to vvfire.com, be my best to apply, and it's a great opportunity
Almost. You were
for.
close. I give you that. That was very
That's
close.
exactly what you told me to put.
vvfire.com/. Be my best. Go ahead, continue. You missed the
Oh
slash
my
part, you know?
God.
It's all right. You're learning. He's doing good. He's doing good. He was almost there. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us in episode
whatever.
126. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
Ryan's here. Shut up, Bobby.
Get the
Ryan's
wind back
here.
in your sail, kid.
He's
Jeez, took you a while to recover from that.
he's a engineer, does 3D models, right? 3D models on the computer.
I do. Yes. Correct. Yep. BIM coordination, 3D drafting. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do every day, all day long.
That's
Pretty
crazy.
much.
So I've seen some 3D models like on like physical models, and I've seen some 3D
Yep.
and I think a 3D on the computer, and it is cool. Like, it's something I
Yeah.
don't
What
think I
program
can.
are you? You guys just using like a web-based? Are you guys working with that, like with the
Revu?
GCs and their trailers, or
We
Revu?
we have I'm using Revu to view my prints. I think that if I was using a coordination, it would probably be Bluebeam.
Yeah. Well, that's what you'd be. Yeah, you viewing your PDFs and stuff like that. But like for the 3D model, it's more like a Navisworks, or they have a bunch of different Autodesk programs. So mostly it's just Navisworks. Drawing in Revit or Auto 3D MEP. I don't necessarily draw sprinkler. You know, everyone probably listens doesn't want to hear that, but yeah, I mean, sprinkler contractors in draft, it's a different beast. It's a lot more technical on that end of it. I guess you can say you can have a not so drafter for most trades besides sprinkler. To be honest with you. You guys have a lot of things that you guys have to, be certain distance away from the walls and all that kind of fun stuff. Obviously, it goes into all your pressure stuff. If you guys have a pump on the job, I don't want to hear the guys talking about you can't go up and down. You know what I mean? I get it with the calcs. Calcs, you don't have a pump and, you only got so much pressure, you can't go up and down, but that's the worst. I can't go up, I can't go down, the calcs wrong. That's the rule. I hate that. When they're
DJ
like,
Sharkbite.
I can't go back down. Hate it.
DJ Sharkbite in the house. Yo,
Like
what
the
up?
calcs.
I like that name for Brian. That's good. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Tommy, George, Daryl, Shaggy, the Pirate, 530. Hello, everyone. IW118. Bring back the cowboy hat, kid. Yo, Brian, we're up here, kid. Look, we're up here, dude. We're up here. Say hi.
What's up, guys? The cowboy hat.
Yeah, where is it? Is it right there?
That's it. No, it's in the other room. It's a handmade hat from Colombia.
Dude, I didn't
It's
know
like
you were a
a
DJ.
sombrero.
That's some crazy shit right there. That was pretty good. So how often are you sitting in a coordination meeting with a sprinkler guy on the other end? Is that like
I
a
mean,
daily thing?
typically I probably have. Oh yeah. I mean, I have probably 5 to 6 meetings a day. To be honest with you, every job usually meets once a week. Sometimes they throw two in there, and honestly, the jobs that throw two in there, they think it's going to go faster. It just makes it go slower. So no one wants to be in the same meeting with the same people more than once a week. To be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm typically managing probably, I don't know, roughly between 15 to 20 jobs at a time. I typically draw electrical. That's what my background is. I worked in-house for an electrical contractor for 15, no, sorry, not 15, about 12 years. I've been doing it about 15 years, but yeah, and I broke off. I got a good offer from a guy who does a third party. So now, most contractors of size, don't really have my kind of stuff in-house. They always sub it out, and that's kind of where I'm at now. I worked for the biggest electrical contractor on the East Coast. I've done jobs down in Georgia, Brian, Alabama. I worked for the electrical contractor, at the University of Alabama for a long time. Did a lot of dorm stuff like that down there. North Carolina, South Carolina, we're in that region too when I worked for them. But the headquarters was up in Mass. I learned so much from them. I mean, I went in there green. I didn't want to ever be in construction. My family comes from a machine shop background, so I wanted to get into drafting for mechanical, to be honest with you. And at the school I was going to, I wanted to go at nights. I was living on my own, trying to, make money for myself, plus go to school and better myself because I was working a dead end job. Actually, I was working with his dad at his pizza shop for a long, long time. And, it just came to a point like you got to do better for yourself. So I decided, go back to school for a little while, and I did nights, just drafting school. And again, like I said, I wanted to go mechanical. And the place I went to, the campus I wanted to go to, not far from my house, they didn't offer. They only offered architectural. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go there, get the certificate, same certificate I could have got that if I just went to school in high school. I did actually go to CTE for 2 years, and I said I'm not going to be a trade rat.
Yeah, that's where I went.
That all day long.
CTE,
You know what I mean? Yeah, no,
CTE for anyone listening is the Center for Technical Education. That's where I went through the plumbing trade that I oftentimes talk about from 2004 to 2008, and that's when ultimately that's when I started pulling wrenches. It was like midway through 2004.
Yeah.
So did you draw?
And
did you draw fire alarm?
I didn't. I know. Yeah, I can draw fire alarm. I mean, that's pretty simple. You got your ACL lube, SLC lube going for all your smokes and pull stations and stuff like that. And then you got your data, your speaker strobe loops going all your other devices.
I didn't know if when you were working with those last guys, if they were having you do the fire alarm drawing too and shit.
Yeah, well, we would do the as-built. We wouldn't do the engineer drawings. They always thought that out.
Right.
The guys, more or less the smarts and parts guys, right? So we'd always do all the infrastructure stuff, all the conduits, all the back boxes, all that kind of stuff. But they would come in and, we'd pull the wire. They'd come in, plug the devices, program the panel.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And they would be doing the shop drawings. So at the end of the day, they're the ones knowing exactly what wires and all that kind of stuff going each.
Boom. The chat is popping off.
We do the as-builts.
Matthew, Andre, hey yo, what up? No sleep till Brooklyn. Okay. Just subscribed and checking in from South Florida. I dig big blocks. Let's go, Pete. Appreciate you. Thank you for checking in. Apprentice here from Saskatchewan. Oh man, I want to have you on the show. Will you come on the show with us, Matt? Saskatchewan. Oh yeah, I want to have you on the show. P. Rictus, hot chicks are hot. And with that, we're going to have a quick word from our sponsors.
The safest bet in Las Vegas for career satisfaction is hiring. Vegas Valley Fire Protection is growing its team of industry best talent. How? By empowering skilled technicians just like you with best-in-class in-house training, career advancement opportunities, unique 4-day workweek programs, generous wage scales and 401k, robust health insurance benefits, and more. Ready to place a sure bet on your next career move? Apply today.
Let's go. vvffire.com/be-my-best to apply. If you're interested in being service tech in Las Vegas, they're looking. There's a truck waiting for you. With a gas card in it, and it's got a full tank, and it's ready for you to go do some service over there. So hit them up if you're interested. Fire Sprinkler Guy, thank you for joining. We really appreciate you. Boom. So how'd you get into drafting? How did this start? What was the starting point, and what's the end goal?
Yeah, so honestly, I got into drafting actually back in high school. Like I said before, you were CT. I was too for the first couple of years. But the way that they did it, you guys had AB week, right? So you would go to shop for a week and then do academics. Well, for my shop, it was like computer, circuit board stuff and like graphic design and stuff like that. We'd be there for 3 periods of the day. Then we'd go take our math, English, sciences, and all that stuff all at the same class. So we were going to be 2 classes. I just couldn't sit there in the same classroom, and the teacher would just swap for the academics for that. We wouldn't have the AB. So it was kind of a funky thing. So I just got out of there, went back to the traditional high school, had a good time, kind of beat around the bush for a while, doing stupid things, and decided, I'm going to go back to, drafting school, what I could have done if I just stayed in high school. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those, but whatever. Paid 15, 16 grand to go to school to get a certificate. And, about halfway through, I ended up being a chauffeur driver for a big residential builder out of Southborough. Weird how I connected with him. Anyways, long story short, he got a DUI one night, needed a daytime driver. I decided, shoot, I'll drive him around his Bentley all day, or his Cadillacs and all this kind of stuff. I mean, this guy had more money than he knew what to do with. So, and the knowledge I got from him, honestly, driving him around, I think it just it accelerated my knowledge and how to deal with certain people and stuff like that. And that's kind of what kind of stung me, geared me towards doing construction stuff.
It's awesome.
Finished school and found a job with that big electrical contractor on Craigslist, to be honest with you. It was kind of weird. I said that to people.
Craigslist.
Like, Craigslist?
That's the second time someone on this show has said that they found the job on Craigslist. That is crazy.
Yeah. For a very reputable
I would have
company,
never
too.
through
that. They're huge. No,
Brian Damage, what's up?
I didn't think I was getting into a company like the size that they were, through Craigslist. I was going to be some mom and pop shop, you know what I mean? I'll do a couple, years here, get some experience under my belt, and then maybe move somewhere. And I just got locked in and given a lot of responsibility with some big projects and just got sold on it. I mean, there'd be times where I'd be, coordinating 5, 6 large high schools, I mean, I did most of the high schools in our area, Bobby. I mean, I wasn't there when they did Leominster, but I did like Lunenburg. I did, what's the other one? I did North Middlesex. I did Westboro High. I did a lot of big
Natick, Needham, Marshfield. Like all those ones. There was a half a dozen of them that were identical, and they just went boop, and we went to it, and then they went to the next one. But it was the same school. Like by the third time, you were like, you didn't need the print. Like you just remembered it. Like
right.
That was that was pretty cool. The Marshfield one particularly, that was like the beginning of little Bobby and and that's when I trusted. Like I didn't know whether or not to trust his driving skills, and yeah. So we were switching off driving for a little bit, and it wasn't working. So I just did all the driving to that one. It was about I think it was 100 miles one way. We were there for like a whole summer. It was tough.
100 miles one way.
The commute's tough.
And I didn't realize that he didn't really know how to drive well. And
let's also remember that you're an asshole. All right. So,
that was good.
I mean, the guy could be a good driver and it's still not up to your standards.
No, he was bad. He was like 18 and a half. Like he switched lanes one day and we like nicked a cabbie. Like we crashed into this cab. Like he swiped him and like he was like, "Oh shit." And he just like his first reaction was to go. I'm like, "Yo, you just hit him and you're just going to floor it?" He's like, "Yeah." Sorry, little Bob. But yeah, that was an experience. I was like, I think why don't you just pitch me some gas money, kid? Like, I'll just do the driving. Oh,
that's
shit.
Too good.
Oh, that's funny. So
I worked at VVFP at Centennial Hills. They kept it fun during the emergency room remodel. You worked with them in Vegas? That's awesome. Yo, what up, Teague? Sorry, Brian. What's going on?
So, like when you're putting the 3D models together, like how difficult is it? Or like are you just put in numbers and it puts it together itself? Like what is kind of the rundown of putting it together? Because when we see the end result, it looks crazy. Like how could I do that? I don't know.
Yeah. So the way that you said that, that's how a lot of the sprinkler guys draw. They draw on a couple different programs. I know Auto Sprink is one of them, but I think from the way listening to them, so I've never drawn on those systems, but from way listening to those guys on how they draw it all in 2D more or less, and they tag it all out for the elevations that it needs to be. Like you said, they just hit render or create or whatnot, and it makes a 3D model of that. I'm drawing in real time 3D. You see in Revit, especially, it's just all 3D. I mean, you're clicking a conduit and just in what size it is, and then you're just point A to start it, and you're just dragging your mouse. It's like you're drawing in paint in a sense, but it's a little bit more high tech than that. You're bringing in the CAD drawings, backgrounds, architectural backgrounds to draw on top of, you know what I mean, type of thing.
I couldn't view your 3D drawing through Bluebeam.
No.
Bluebeam, no? I think that's what I used to use.
I don't believe so, unless it's some high tech type of blue. Now, I mean, you may have.
What the hell is the name?
Might have been like an A360, like an AutoCAD. web-based browser or something like that, because a lot of the, you can, and also Procore. I know you guys talk about Procore down there. I mean, Procore's my life. You download, upload.
Oh, that
all
was
day,
actually
watch all the
perfect.
print clips.
When you mentioned Procore, I hit enter and it made the cash register noise, like the cha-ching. Procore is mad money. Procore is mad money, and it's more of like a
Yeah.
contractor thing. So
Yeah, it's
I
more of
don't
the
know.
GC. That's where they manage all the
The
documents
GC,
and
that's what I
manage
mean.
everything.
Yeah.
Everyone's uploading all their submittals and all that kind of stuff there. But yeah, that's more of, on my end. That's more of like a file sharing site more than I'm actually. I mean, all the prints are there and everything. I can go reference the latest prints whenever I want. But they do have a 3D version. But I believe that the GC or CM, whatever you want to call it, they have to have purchase a certain version of it to actually host that model. There's obviously different versions. You know what I mean?
Bluebeam Revu. So yeah, that's what I was using, and I could look it on.
Yeah, but you're looking at
On the
you're looking at
iPad or on the laptop, but I would be able to fish around through the whole sprinkler system and see the ductwork and see that like we were into each other and see that it was going like through the beam.
really.
Yeah, and I could like with my mouse I could scroll around, I could go up and down, then I could go in the ductwork and just drive in the ductwork. That's how I used to find where I was
Yeah.
going. And
Correct. Yeah.
I
Or
couldn't
when something didn't look
I
right.
had no access to change anything. That's how I just viewed it. And so like
You're just
when
viewing
I
it.
was when I was doing the large hospital in Boston, the guys would call me and they'd be like, we have a conflict, and I would ask them for control lines, like, all right, where are you? You're on A and 12 or whatever, and then I would go there and I'd zoom in, I'd say, oh yeah, I see the conflict, and they would have like the elbows like fucked up, and then we would like lose a center, or it would literally be going through like the whole corner of the ductwork. He's like, I'm into him by halfway, and I'm like, that's what it looks like you're supposed to be on this fucking 3D drawing here.
And like I was saying earlier, you know what I mean? It all goes to how good the coordination, went, or how good your drafter, your designer is. You know what I mean? Like you just said, I know exactly what you're talking about. They put 90s right next to each other, going the opposite way to show like a little offset, but do they not tag it out for you? You know what I mean?
And that offset is impossible to make. It's like an 8-inch main, and they got the elbow screwed up, and now I can never make that. So you're out there like, then all of a sudden,
forgot about it.
Now your fitter's ordering 22 and a halfs or whatever he's doing out there, and I don't know. Then that he's cutting it, chopping it, trying to make it work. That's why it's not working.
Yeah. Right. And exactly.
But yeah, that was a great feature. I had I brought like a spare TV that I had that was just kicking around. I was honestly gonna throw it away. I brought it into the job site. I HDMI'd it to the previous company I was at. It made them get me an Alienware so I could look at the shit. And the guys would say we had a problem. We would look at it on break. You'd be able to see it on the TV. We could all look at it together, and it was I would take a screenshot and I would send it to the corresponding parties, and I'm like, should I cut them in half, or what? Who's moving here? Like, what's going on? Like, or another problem was that they would fit the pipe, like they could get the pipe, and the pipe would fit perfect, but they wouldn't account for the coupling. The coupling being much bigger every 10 feet. We got a coupling, and it's much bigger than the pipe, and you can't usually fit that. So that's pretty cool.
I hear you. Yeah. I mean, honestly, coordination, in my eyes, if it gets rid of, 80, 90% of the headaches on the project, it's a win. I mean, coordination really wasn't, honestly, when I started working in drafting, I was just doing as-builts a lot. And we had like one coordination job, two coordination jobs here and there. And then by the time I left there 10 years later, we had, we each had 10, 12 going on at the same time.
It always works in the model.
And yeah, it does. And what I think happened in that time is that, I don't know, there's probably some engineers listening. I'm not to say, I mean, they're smart guys, right? They're figuring out how big the pipe needs to be. They're designing all that kind of stuff. But like, they're not coordinating together as much as they used to, say, 10 to 15 years ago. That made our job. That made our coordination out of it, right? There was a little bit of coordination to do back then, not much. But now, man, you get jobs where, they give you 12 inches of space from ceiling to bottom of steel, and they put 12-inch duct running through the place. It's like, how's anybody else supposed to get by? You know what I mean? Or
hole saw,
vice versa. Just
cut that ductwork, kid. Come on.
I'm saying just in the designs. You know what I mean? And then they're bitching when you want to, pour ceiling 4 inches. It's like, well, dude, you don't give us a space to run even just once. So never mind, everyone else trying to get through there.
So if we come across a problem on the print in the field, is it better to just fix it and not even bother you, or do you want to know that you fucked up?
So if I were you, right? If I were you and you're like, oh shit, I can't get this in, I'd probably call my guy or look at the model, and then if you are actually, like you said, into the ductwork in the model, then I would just fix it myself.
Yeah.
But if, someone else is in the wrong, yeah, I mean, it all depends too, what's the fix, right? Is the fix easy and you can just do it and then continue on your day, or you want to, it's not going to happen overnight either. If the duct's in the wrong place, that big piece of ductwork, they're going to look at you and say, look, we're probably not going to tell the duct guy to rip the whole piece of ductwork out, remake the duct, all that kind of stuff. They're probably going to figure, okay, maybe we put a little soffit here so you can put a swing to get to the side of the corridor or something like that. Put a soffit in. Architects are big on just putting a soffit along the side or putting a soffit in the corner or doing something.
Anybody that follows little Bobby right now knows that he's picked up right where I left off, and I had a couple runs. I had to bring these 8. Remember I was talking about, Bri, remember the mains I was talking about in the basement of the hospital that I had to run to all these different locations above the ceiling? And this one particularly, I hadn't really disclosed it to the GC, but I was going to try to just run that baby as tight as I could in the corner of the corridor and make them make the ceiling guys have like this 6-inch by 6-inch metal. I forget what they call it, but they basically can make a soffit out of ceiling stuff. And I was just gonna have them run that, bro, because there was nowhere to put it. And I see anyone who follows Lil Bobby, he's on Instagram. They have Tyvek suits and like gas masks, and they're like they are crawling above the ceiling on top of the duct, like army crawling, drilling shields. Like Buddy's putting it in right, like hiding it for him. Like, yo, I would have made them put a soffit. I'd have been like, this is all you're getting. I got to get from here to here.
Right.
I didn't block any lights. I didn't block any doors. Give me a soffit, please.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're just going to try to find the cheapest way to fix the problem.
Brian is spicy tonight. He called Bobby an asshole and told him to shut up within 15 minutes. You believe that? My God.
It's all with love.
I know. Now that I got that sick video of him last night at the DJ booth, like
that was awesome. That was great.
So it was his first time DJing, and so I just had to document it. And he's being a jerk. Stay safe, everyone. We're heading out for some night work repairs. Okay, I like that. Night work repairs. What are we getting into? What are we getting into tonight? If anybody has any questions for the design or coordination, yo, holler in the chat. If you have any other questions coming in, bring them in. It now says 1.01K subscribers. We are climbing. Appreciate that. It was really cool seeing 1,000 subscribers right before the start of last show. Oh, I stand corrected. It says 1.02K now. It's pretty cool. So Brian kind of hit it in the beginning, but I took the wind out of his sails when he screwed up the website there.
I would imagine people would get that.
They're gonna know where to put the / as you're just mumbling.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
No, you say it. Everybody that would ever read it would say / They would say that, like where it belongs. Like you can't just not say that and expect people to know. The sprinkler guys. Like we're talking to sprinkler guys and people of the light.
If you were talking to your apprentice,
I would say it as detailed. I would say it as detailed as possible. So when he fucks it up, I could definitely lay into him. That's why I wouldn't just leave out the /. You know, they need to know where that goes. So vvfire.com / be my best. They might just not put it, and then they'd be like, "This website doesn't work. I got it from this guy Brian on the Dope and Tape show."
I would give him this extreme detailed explanation on everything, and then just wait for him to fuck up.
I love it. And so tomorrow we are going to General Air in Exton, Pennsylvania. We're flying into Philly in the morning. What's wrong? I got a flat tire or something? Great God. I got my bags packed. I got my brunts right here. Got my blue jeans under them. We're going to go film. We're going to a facility. Well, how much do you know about it, Bri? What's there? What are we seeing? What are we learning?
I don't know much about it. I know they have some new things. I know we're going to talk about their new vapor system. We all know General Air as being the most reliable air products in the industry.
Those are the compressors I put in the hospital we were just talking about. Those are the compressors I got there. General Air.
Yeah. The nice, beautiful blue.
You look good there. Comes with all the things you need. Sprinkler guy specific. I love it. I can't wait to see what they have to offer. And if you only tune into our live show, well, that's a bummer because we have a lot of other videos. Particularly in the shorts, you'll find funny videos of Brian where you could laugh. Where I don't know who's making those, but those are great. Kind of like the DJ video. But we also have we're making longer videos. And by long, I mean like 6-7 minute videos. You can see a recap of our day at SPP Pump. Where we flow with the Riptide, If you're interested in getting the Riptide, you can hit up Ardco, let them know that we sent you. But there's also a video I just put up, a little bit late, but it's still better late than never before it's too far behind us, as an AFSA recap from last September. We had a really good time, man. Every video that I pulled up, like we're smiling, we're laughing. That's another like 7-minute video. Making them things on CapCut. CapCut videos. That's why I made your DJ video. CapCut is
Yeah, I
powerful.
need to get
Powerful
better.
tool for anybody that's trying to
You're a
create
freaking
content.
wizard at it.
There's a couple buttons you push and shit happens, man. You just go poke around. You got to use it to figure it out. If you're not
Well,
using it,
I even pay for it.
you pay for CapCut? I'm using the free
Yeah.
version.
I don't
Let me
fucking-
log in on your thing. You are not doing it, buddy. You are
But
not
like
doing it.
last time I saw you like in Orlando, you were like this on your phone, like we're super close, and like laughing at.
That's pretty accurate, kid. And then I'm like, oh, my fucking neck, because I am. I'm like, and I'm usually just making like a video of you. Like, funny. Really funny. General Air has a bar in their training room. Let's go. That's Joe Safford. Joe, how's the boots holding up, brother? Here in Georgia at GFSA, I was working with the insurance commission on making sprinkler pipe priority when it comes to new construction. Nothing's come of it, but I was curious if any other states have tried. I was working with the insurance commission on making sprinkler pipe priority. Oh, on new construction. I'm with you. Sprinkler guy, had to read it twice. I think that you should have priority. You should if the sprinkler guy went first on a new construction, we could activate it. You could tie it to it. You could bring it right to the FDC, even if it's dry, monitored by air, even if it's going to be a wet system. It could still be ready for a fire department to come and just hook up and pump to it, but not when we're last. And the big thing now, and I've noticed personally in meetings, is the sheetrock guys will talk about their tops. We need the tops. If I don't get the tops in,
Yep.
then I can't get a good. I won't be able to rate the fire caulking, and I won't be able to give you a 2-hour wall. Then the GC goes into a big panic, right? And so the thing is that they say that if the duct guy goes, they can't do the wall tops. And so they're in the meeting and they just keep saying wall tops, wall tops, wall tops. They brainwash you because they keep saying the word top, and everybody forgets you got to build the whole fucking stud wall. The whole stud wall goes up, and he just puts one sheet at the top. He still fucks you completely because now there's a wall in between you. So anytime the sheetrocker says he wants to do wall tops, you just gotta like just very politely say get fucked. No, because now what? You need 2 guys, you need 2 lifts, you need a guy on each side of the wall, or Buddy's gotta have 2 ladders and work like an asshole. Like no walls until all mechanicals are done, and you just get the carpenter struggles at the end, and he gets a piece of conduit, and he duct tapes his little spatula to it, and that's how they do the fucking, like, that's how you have to do it, and let all the other mechanicals not suffer. Like, they just let the carpenter
Yeah,
gets
making
like
then- making
he's
you
like the
guys-
golden child of the, I don't know what they do. They like juice the GC. They give the GC money so they can just fuck everybody usually. That's what happens on every job. Carpenter fucks you.
Yeah, because then when you make a hole through that, you own fire rating it right
At the
after.
General
Instead of
Air
him-
Bar
him-
now, all the way live. Yo, let's go, Chris. We're gonna see Chris again tomorrow. Chris, you're gonna be there
Chris
tomorrow?
is gonna be teaching tomorrow. We can't get rid of this guy.
Oh, that's sick.
No.
It looks good on video. I'm gonna get some videos of you, big dog. You following us? Were you invited to this? Who are you to be invited everywhere I'm going, dog?
He's teaching.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you, bro. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, this is pretty excited. What time's your flight?
5:30 in the morning.
Oh, dang, you're a little earlier than me.
What time are you?
I think I'm like a 7:30.
Oh, must be nice. We're gonna leave the house at 3:30 a.m.
That's wicked early for you. I'm used to that shit.
I know. Normally when I get up is
Yeah,
like
normally when
4:30.
you get up, it's like 7:45. The birds are chirping. Fucking all your neighbors are gone and shit. Huh?
4:30 or 5.
You're already 2 hours into your day.
I'm usually calling Chad at like 5:30. Hey, what's going on?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe that. I want to see it. Call me tomorrow at 5:30. Oh, but you'll be up. No.
yeah.
Call me like next. I want you to call me next Wednesday at 5:20 in the morning.
I'm up every morning. Seriously, I'll call you every morning and say hello. Maybe you just miss me. I mean,
I do. I miss you. I don't see you enough.
I'm in there making my latte, having a great time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, send me a picture of your latte art in the morning, all right?
Oh, I just got a text. So it turns out that Instagram is down. People are being logged out, and it may appear like they're being hacked.
Damn.
That's
Oh
what's
no.
going on right now.
Well, what's gonna
I
happen,
will
dude?
I
What are you
will
gonna
tell
do?
you that when something like some weird shit happened to my Instagram one day, I'm not gonna lie to you, full panic.
You freaked out.
I did. But I had like Instagram on the horn. I was able to like find somebody. I was talking to somebody. I got through to somebody
Where were they?
but also like I was near an airport and like the service was being a little bit wacky. And so like once I realized there was another app kind of being weird, I still that was the day I took because I have like a secondary Instagram page which like
Back up.
used to be like my conspiracy page, but I since turned it into a like a backup, the 2.0, Blue Collar Bobby 2.0. Follow me, come on. And if you don't see me posting like within the hour, something's happened. Something's wrong. If I haven't put a story up in an hour, come looking for me. All right, I'm healthy, right? I don't have any kind of crazy thoughts. I'm just traveling around with Brian. Hopefully he protects me.
I got you, kid. I'll die for you.
Yeah, let's go. So you and Chad get to like fly together, sitting together.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll either play, depends on how much room I have on my in my backpack. So if I have room, we're playing Smash Brothers. If I don't, we're sleeping.
Oh, okay. But so poor Chad's got to sit with you the whole flight.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
for three.
shit. Damn, fuck that up. We should have
No,
requested
I mean,
that.
I'm sure he can
Chad got a
entertain himself.
different flight, you know. I know it's just that fact he's gonna be stuck next to you, extra longer than me. Sorry,
Well,
Chad.
you just got to get by yourself, which is preferably
Boom, that's it.
the best resort. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like a quick drive. I could have drove there like 5 hours. Might be a little much though.
Yeah, but didn't you just turn around and come back?
I could have just left, been
Probably gonna.
home.
It would probably be the same time as you leaving to go to the airport, waiting to check in
That's what I'm
again on the
thinking.
Hold
flight.
up.
You know
So
what I
what
mean?
time do you land?
I don't know. You're asking some crazy questions, kid. Don't you have the email confirmation? Don't you have
Yeah.
mine?
Yeah, but no, I'm not
10.
looking.
I land at 10. I'm gonna be there a little bit later. I'm gonna be there like when the real action happens. Make sure you get there, you clear the ground, make
Good.
sure there's no bad guys for when the famous guy arrives, you know?
Okay, so yeah, you're at 10, we're at 7.
Like the General Air Bar is the place to be. Sounds like the General Air Bar is the place to be. We're going, kid. We're gonna go. You know what? Everybody that's here that's thinking to themselves, what the hell's the General Air Bar? You're gonna get to see it tomorrow. You wanna know where? On my story.
Yeah.
Holler for $1. And then we're gonna curate.
Retro Fit Brian is the exclusive content of tomorrow, so just follow
Yep.
me
Yep.
and you'll see the bar and
He's getting
everything.
better. He's getting better. He's got me right in his pocket. He still seems to completely fuck it up, but he'll be out there videotaping puddles, I'm sure. He'll find something weird to videotape. Fucking be videotaping the toilet and he'll just flush it. It's like, look at this, is gonna be good, a lot of legs.
Yeah.
How many times will Brian be on the airplane? He's probably
What?
gonna fly there and back, Daryl.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of Daryl. That's kind of a strange question. Read that to yourself.
Daryl, you're getting worse. You're getting worse. All
Yeah,
right.
unless there's like
You're
a
just fishing
crazy,
now.
there might be like a crazy punchline to this hook, but I don't know. I think maybe he messed up that first one. How many times will Brian be on the airplane? He was calling you DJ Sharkbite, and I like that.
DJ Sharp.
DJ.
It's almost like Blowout Bobby.
How many times will Brian have to pee on the airplane? Message retracted.
Ah,
There you
yeah.
go. There you go, Daryl. You're getting it with them Sasquatch fingers, kid. But now it's not as funny because you fucked it up.
Yeah, you messed that up. I don't know because I usually drink like one or two of these in the morning, and then with my coffee.
And what are you putting? You put like some thyme in there and some like bay leaves and like a
I
splash of
put
lemon juice or some shit.
I do one lime, a squeeze of Splenda, and then I put a half a tablespoon of salt. That's the
Oh
go-to. That's
shit.
the mixture.
I like getting you to talk about your water. That's funny. It's like, wait, do you just keep all that shit? Like,
Stay
I
hydrated.
just
Yeah, it's all
fill the
true.
cup and drink it, kid. You
Bro,
like, look at the color of it. What is
uh,
it?
Sarah's Colombian. Like
It's like the water out of the mud bucket, like the sheetrock guy's mud bucket. That's tainted water, bro.
delicious. So
Yeah.
next time you come over, I'll have Sarah make some food for you, and I'll make you one of these.
2025, kid.
You'll be back.
Yeah, like probably 2025. I'll make another visit. We'll do like one visit a year to your house.
No. You're gonna be here for other jobs.
And what's that mean? I gotta come drink that fucking water?
Well, you
That's
said you
not.
would.
I
So
don't
yeah,
look forward to it. No, I'm not looking forward to it.
it hydrates you
That's
because
gonna
of
make
the
you poop. That's what I'm
sodium.
thinking, Pete. Like I don't know. You see the color of it?
Oh yeah,
Shit's murky.
got to keep you regular.
That's like
right?
from the top.
Gotta.
That's from like the top tank of the toilet. He's like, oh yeah, put a little salt and pepper in this shit.
Keeps me hydrated, kid. Good to go.
Oh shit, that's awesome. I love it. We always have a good time here on Dope and Tape, and we appreciate you guys. This is fun, and I'm excited for tomorrow and like getting to do these cool little events and like also like bring light. I don't know what the general air it looks like in there. I don't know if I've ever seen a video. I also don't know if I've ever searched it, but I'll tell you tomorrow there's going to be videos, and you guys are now going to be able to see what it's like there, just like we gave you a look into SPP and anyone else that wants to invite us. Holler. We want to come. We want to check it out.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a big reason why we started this too, because before us, you had to like flip through a magazine and you might see something new, you might not, and you have no idea what's going on out
And
there.
I went clicking around on the old Facebook, and there was like something there that I had to. And we should be live on Facebook. We should be live on Twitch. We should be live on YouTube. And one of these days we are gonna crank and catch up on Spotify, and all them episodes are gonna be there. And you guys are gonna have like, 70 episodes or something on Spotify. We're gonna add one of these days. One of these days, right, Bri?
That's right.
One of these days. We just need a minute. Also, if anyone's interested
With your
in
second
going to
and third job.
NFPA in June, if you're interested to go to NFPA in June, and essentially you can meet us there, you can see the whole expo and everything. We'll have a link for you that you can click. That will be an easy way for you to get there. So, hit me in the DMs or however you want to contact me. Just ask for the NFPA link if you're interested in going to NFPA in June. Boom. All right, I think that's enough blabber, and I don't know if you guys got a couple things. Maybe you can take over the mic for a minute.
I don't have anything. Hey, we can run the General Air advertisement.
I
Check that out.
do have a general air video that we could run. You are correct, sir. Let me see if I can open it without it just starting.
After that, I can tell you guys. I give you guys a little flood story. I'm not a sprinkler guy, but I created a pretty good flood.
Oh yeah? Okay,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
go back to this. We're going to do a quick word from General Air. Essentially is another sponsor of this episode, which is great. Appreciate you guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Let me click this and yeah, another word from our sponsor.
Introducing a game-changing innovation in corrosion control technology for the fire sprinkler industry. Vapor Pipe Shield from General Air Products is a patented UL-listed vapor phase corrosion inhibitor delivery system that is fully mechanical and piped directly in line, making corrosion mitigation in any dry or pre-action fire sprinkler system efficient, easy to install and maintain, and highly cost-effective. General Air Products is proud to bring the most effective means of corrosion control worldwide to the fire sprinkler industry.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like the little videos like that. If there's anybody else that has videos like that pertain to our industry and you'd like to put it on our show, just like we just did, contact us on dopeandtape@gmail.com, and we'd be happy to talk about that because that's really cool. I like watching that. That's a cool video. Great work. For a second there, I thought it kind of like ended, but boom, we kept it going. Chris, you still running the Bob McCullough golf tournament? I think is that what they were talking about? Like that big old golf tournament? I might go do that. We might show up there.
That would be cool.
You golf,
Boom.
Bobby?
Nope, been golfing
No.
once. I went golfing
Oh,
once
okay.
at the man
Driving.
in my drinking days for Dave's wedding.
I can't wait
Oh
to
yeah,
record this.
after party.
It was I think it was like the day we were at the wedding venue. I want to say it was like the morning of the wedding or something. We golfed. That was like the first
Yeah,
time I
yeah,
ever
you
went
guys-
golfing. The sickest part of it was driving the cart. And we were at
Because playing golf sucks.
we
So
I,
it's-
You
I
got
forget. We were somewhere fancy. Like where the hell does Greg Hill used to go?
international.
Yeah, and man,
Was
is,
that
is
right?
there a
Yeah.
big is there a big hill and like the golf cart? We had the tires locked up and we were spinning. Had a great day of driving that cart, I'll tell you. I got it stuck up
Yeah.
on a rock. Did some
Those golf routes are pretty crazy
good
too.
drinking and driving.
I
Back in
think
the
those
good
things,
old days, kid.
if you go off like out of OB, you know what I mean? You go out of bounds technically. I think it like puts it in reverse and you can't go forward anymore. That kind of stuff. It's all GPS there. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it wasn't
Oh
then.
man, it wasn't then. This was
But,
over 5 years ago.
oh no.
I'll have five
Oh
years.
yeah. No.
I'll have 5 years in May. No booze. It's 5 minutes from my house, so I'll have to take you out on the town. Oh yeah, Al? Al's in here every single episode in the chat. We're gonna link up with him if we go to that golf tournament. I want to go to the golf tournament. I need clubs. I need shoes. I need the right shoes. All right,
you
size
don't
10.
need shoes, just wear your Nikes.
And I need
Fine.
clubs. Now I'm going with Brunts, or I want like I want like some real golf shoes. I want to do this shit right. Give me like I want the whole kit
Hey,
and caboodle
listen,
kit. I'm gonna go as a
you're gonna
golf guy.
suck regardless. So it
Hell
doesn't
no.
matter what your shoes are.
Guaranteed I shoot the ball better than you.
No, I play.
Gotta look
Guaranteed.
good.
I know. I'm gonna shoot the ball
Half
better
of it's
than you.
looking good.
That's it. You're too tall and
Right.
goofy. Like I can shoot the ball, kid. I was good at every
I'm
sport.
also,
That's
I'm
why I didn't
also
play them.
athletic, bro.
People who don't play sports is because they were already good at all of them. I've been to the
I
driving
play
range.
sports.
I can drive a ball. Come
I'm
on.
also athletic.
You
I don't
don't.
know.
Oh, you
where
don't look it.
Where you?
And you run? I bet you I run faster than you. In my
Well,
Brunts.
I've done. You know,
Can you catch me, you think?
combat sports, huh?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to even catch me.
Oh, like racing?
On foot. Yeah. To try to get to your combat sports, like you're not gonna get to me.
You might be faster than me. I'm not the fastest guy in the world.
You don't look it.
Can't run forever. Can't run forever.
That's true.
Usually in my sports, there's a ring, there's a cage.
No.
You're trapped.
Hell no, you're not getting a hold of me, kid.
There's not
That's
a lot
awesome,
of places
Al.
for you to run to.
Al, if we go there, if we do go to this golf thing, I'm gonna talk to Chris about it tomorrow. Trying to get us there. I'd love to be there, and we'll take you up from that offer afterwards. It's Georgia, baby. That's Georgia, right? Where is it? Where's the golf tournament?
A lot of things are happening in Georgia.
Where is that golf tournament, Al? Big Al. So I've been reviewing prints. That's like part of one of my new roles. I was able to review some prints for the next job coming up. That's pretty cool.
How is your new job? So, I mean, you are not a, well, how can I phrase this?
Phrase it good, kid. Phrase it good.
Yeah,
Don't fuck it up.
you haven't started a job from the beginning and walked its way through as a project manager, as an operations manager.
April
So
1st.
you're kind of like,
I'm at the end of a bunch of jobs.
you're
We're
getting your
closing
feet-
out multiple jobs right now, and we're
you're
coming over
getting your feet
the
wet
horizon
before
here.
you get on the diving board. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's good being able to meet
Yeah, I would
everybody,
think the
meet all the
beginning's harder than
players.
the end, right?
What's the way to go? What now?
No. I would think the beginning's harder than the end in some cases. No, I mean the whole planning end of it.
It's
what you're
hard
doing
in the
now.
end when
It
you
sets
weren't there in the
everything up.
beginning.
Well, yeah, for sure.
The end
Yeah,
is hard
yeah,
when you
that
weren't
makes
there in
sense.
the beginning. So just like I came in to all these right at the end. So the new one in Kentucky is going to be great. Starts on 4/1. I'm going to be there on first delivery day, taking those first pieces of equipment off of the truck, accepting our first deliveries,
That's cool.
and then I'm a part of that from the start.
Mm.
And I'm excited for that. The job's going great. Phone's on. Call me. That's what I'm here for, like whatever issue that any of our guys have I'm trying to deal with it. Trying to be the first line. If you need something too,
Problem
call me
solver.
up, kid.
That's it, man.
That's it. Whatever
Everyone
anybody
loves a
needs just to
problem
keep the jobs going forward. And I mean, really the main thing is to keep everybody's safety on point because
Yeah.
OSHA's tough.
Safety's key, man.
And the fines are
It
insane.
is.
The fines are wicked
They
insane.
went up a lot.
Your foremans have to be doing the bullshit on the phone. It's as simple as that. You have to be doing all that. your dailies and the stuff that like the foreman might overlook. And they're like, I got to be hanging pipe. I got to be whatever they're doing, like that's, and I know because I came from that. I was a foreman for way longer than I've been in this position. And the phone shit always seemed like, oh, fuck this. I don't have time for this, But
Yeah.
Right.
now I realize how important that actually is. Like if something were to go wrong and we didn't have the daily and we didn't have the huddle and we didn't do our toolbox talks, like that's the first thing they're gonna come after. So it's also like it's a learning curve, because this is like the next level. I've ran jobs. I've ran
Yeah.
one job. I've been in charge of like on the job and doing all that and going all project
And
manager
now you're
meetings and
planning
stuff. And now it's like
before anyone gets there.
that's it.
That's
Getting lift quotes,
a lot more to
baby.
it.
Who's got the best price on lifts? Hit me up.
Obviously not that guy who's been calling you every day.
Yeah, oh yeah, my buddy there. I'm giving him another chance. I'll give him another chance. I told him don't treat me like an office guy. I'm far from an office guy. But yeah, it's that was something that I necessarily didn't think of when I accepted this job is that I was gonna have to be dealing with salesmen. I kind of like low key don't like salesmen. When I go car shopping, I go when the dealership's closed because if the salesmen come out, start walking towards me,
Hate that.
buy, not ever gonna buy a shop from here again. And I don't know if that's me or what, but like they come out like sharks, bro. Like I'm browsing. I'm like, leave these things unlocked. I want to look around. If I want it, I'll come to you. So, but then that's never the case. They come out like vultures. So I'm like, all right, they close at 6. Let's roll up there at 6:30, and I can actually like look at this shit. Sometimes, most of the time, it's all
Right,
locked,
yeah.
but at least I'm not getting
No, that makes
attacked by the
sense.
salesman. So now I get to. Oh, you want to offer me a promotion? Wow. No, thank you. No, thank you. This is all organic. We do not want you to be helping in any way, shape, or form, but we really appreciate you reaching out. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you for inquiring. But no, thank you. Do your designers typically coordinate drain terminations on your drawings, or is it just figure it out on the site? Finding this to be overlooked on our projects lately. That's a great question, Ryan.
So I think, I mean, again, it all comes down to the designer. I'm doing a job right now where a drain became a problem, and it's sticking in my head right now that they're going all the way out, and they even went to the extent of what are they going to leave on the end of it? Do I hook up a garden hose? They just want to like spray it everywhere. I would think you'd want to put a garden hose, or not a garden hose, but a 2-inch hose or whatnot. You can roll out to a
Yeah, well,
catch basin or something like
for
that.
fire protection, most guys
But a
are
lot,
not going to want to put a hose. They're going to want to, when they do their drain
no,
test, they got to
right.
open it up all the way, and there shouldn't be a hose, and they're probably going to bitch about it. But
Right. This one here, I'm thinking of right now is more of it was a shitty situation. It was a retrofit in Cambridge. It was just
yeah,
it was one of
oof,
those bad designs.
oof.
They have this existing building, never
I
looked
don't want to
at
be
it.
on that
It's
side of
like,
the
how are
river,
you gonna?
kid.
The first floor was really the basement, and that's where everything drained to. But they didn't have anywhere to drain it to in the basement, in the floor, or anything like that. It was kind of a weird thing.
Don't get me started on
But anyways,
Cambridge.
yeah.
Oh
Cambridge
man,
is brutal.
that's where all the bicycle people are. They dress up like Spider-Man. They're not.
What?
It's not Spider-Man colors, but they wear the same uniform as Spider-Man. But it's usually like a much weirder color. But like they're Spider-Man. And then they got the bikes with the little skinny tires. And then they got the whole lane. They took away all the parking and they gave them a little
Oh,
lane
those
to
guys.
drive their bicycles with the skinny little tires, dressed as Spider-Man. They don't even use the lane. They're in the middle of the road and like the light turns red and you're waiting for Spider-Man to start pedaling. Like get out of the way, buddy. You got your own lane. What are these people doing? How come
Right.
none of these bicycle people work? How do you and if you do work, you're showing up to work in that Spider-Man outfit? Make it make
Yeah,
sense,
right.
bro.
So I'm about to call out a
But to go back to
right
that
now.
question about the drains, I mean, a lot of the good guys, they do coordinate that. And to be honest with you, that's a big
Yes.
thing that they always, want to get in there. If they don't, they complain about it a lot of times. They make certain shafts just for that drain guy to get that drain out. What do you
That
guys
was
do? You run
fucking
2 inch, right?
awesome.
Something like that.
Good move right there, Ryan. Love it. Ryan was about to
I mean, I
talk.
don't drive, but I just
Brian
hear
was
those
about to
guys
talk,
bitching
and it
about
just
it.
got used to like, shut down, Brian. Go ahead, Brian. You can talk now.
Oh, my bad, Brian. You go for it, dude.
No, that's okay. So,
My fault.
I'm about to shout out a company here in Atlanta.
Oh,
It's called
geez.
Fire Systems.
Okay.
They're right at the road that I'm very close to, but their road's right by the it's right by like a really nice trail. So one of the owners of the company is a triathlete. So
Okay.
yeah, every day, like they have like a little corner gym in there. They have a shower. He rides his
Oh yeah.
bike every morning. He goes in there with a Spider-Man outfit. Yeah, like they're living it.
I didn't know I did not know where that shout out was going, but I got you. I just don't. So when you ride the bike at work, like I don't know, I feel like those guys that are dressed up like that, the guys and gals that are dressed up like Spider-Man with the little butt, and they're going for like 15 miles, aren't they? They're going for like 20,
Oh yeah.
No,
30
50
miles.
nothing. No, no,
Huh?
no, no, like 100.
100 during the workday? How long does that
I
take,
don't know
bro?
about during the hot work day, but I know
No,
on the
Bobby, for you, they're
weekend
probably
hit it.
in your sense when you see them in Boston, they're probably like, maybe riding in from like, I don't know, Lexington area or something like that. You know what I mean? Probably like
Man,
15, 20 miles out at the
it's
max.
crazy. It's
You're not
crazy.
gonna. I don't think anyone's gonna get dressed up in their Spider-Man suit to drive,
And then you have to
5 miles down
change.
the road.
Yeah, that's true. And then I
Yeah,
guess then you just lock your bike up and you play. It's free. It's free parking.
yeah.
Yo,
But over
A
at
Chad.
lot of these
Fire
places
Yo,
have
System,
what
bike
up,
storage,
Chad?
man. I've seen a lot
shower.
more bike
Chad's
storage
in the
in
chat.
places. You know.
What are you doing, Chad? You ready? You packed up, brother? Yeah, you fed? Are you well fed? Tell Bell we're sorry. We need to borrow you for tomorrow. I know we've been borrowing you
And
awfully
we'll get
a
you
lot,
home as soon
but
as possible for
that's
Bell's
it.
birthday.
He's gonna send him right back. We're gonna send him right back. Promise. And he's gonna have
Promise,
fun. We're gonna
Bell.
send him back with a smile. All right. So Daryl wants to know if you're playing Super Smash Bros. What character are you playing with? With your
I'll
slime
probably
water.
do Link. I'll probably go with Link.
Link?
Yeah,
What?
I think that's his name.
Link?
Yeah, like
What?
Zelda, but the character is actually named
Oh,
Link.
great. Because I'm gonna be in Mario, obviously.
I don't
Super
think there is.
Smash
I don't know if
Bros.
there is a Mario, or if
Melee
there
on
is, he's kind of
GameCube.
stuck.
Yoshi is unstoppable. No, it's Mario on any Smash Brothers game, no?
Yeah, Mario's got to be on
It's
it.
Mario's there, bro. That's
Yoshi is my
me.
go-to.
It's
I don't
me!
really.
Yoshi's like
Oh,
Mario!
fun.
Huh?
I don't play a lot of video games. I don't know. I just play with my boys,
2-inch
but
main
I
drain at
know
50
that I
psi
usually
can.
play with Link.
Damn, here comes
I'm with you
Joe.
on that, Brian. Not a
Joe's
video
here with
games guy,
numbers.
man.
Joe's here with numbers. 2-inch main drain at 50
I can last
psi.
an hour and
Can
that's
can
it.
you shut the
I
fuck
get
up?
bored.
Oh, were you
Bored too
talking?
quickly.
And I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you
How does
motherfucker.
that feel?
It feels good. Shut up. Joe says 2-inch main drain at 50 psi can discharge 900 GPM. That's a lot of gallons.
I'm in. Yep.
Wait, what?
Fox on Super Smash Bros. A 2-inch main drain, wide open.
Wait,
I'd imagine. I'm gonna add something in there to make a little more sense for you. At 50 psi, can discharge 900 GPM.
like that is that at 50 psi, that is what it's doing is 900 GPM.
That's what it says. That's what Joe says. Always fun trying to not overflow a floor drain with a 2-inch main drain for real. Like they always pipe it into that floor drain. And if you see Big Donnie on Don the sprinkler guy, whatever he is on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen him if you're watching this. He'll flood the whole room out. He's opening the drain all the way up and doing what he's supposed to do for however long it takes. And if the room fills with water, then you shouldn't have piped it in the damn floor drain.
Dude, I would have as a manager, I would have a serious conversation with him. I would be so pissed. So if it is going to damage the building, which is our freaking customer, then you put on there, you stop the test and you put on your report inadequate test, inadequate drain, unable to test.
Good. Let him know.
That's fucking ridiculous. I would be pissed. Like I'll be so mad.
Mitch has got drains added. Like he specifically gets special drains added in the fire pump rooms, right
Yeah.
there for what we need. If there's a
Smart idea.
each fire pump has a drain, then you don't have to terminate. You can put your casing relief there. You can put your drip lines there. Everything goes right there. I think it was a 4-inch.
Inadequate drainage. Inadequate drainage. Unable to test main drain.
Tell him,
That's all
dog.
you need to put.
Tell him. Red tag it.
No,
No.
but no. Non-compliant.
2-inch
Non-compliant.
drain. I'm normally asking the plumber for a minimum of a 6-inch underground to discharge into the floor drain. Okay, I like that. I like that 6-inch minimum. Boom. pretty good. That's a good number to stick with. That will take a 2-inch main. I mean, it should. I don't know. If you got a fire pump on, I know you said 50 psi, but you got that 2-inch main drain all the way open with fire pump.
Well, if it's at a 50, it's probably not hooked up to a pump.
Shut,
The pump, and
shut
then
the
if
pump
you had a
off.
pump and then pressure reducing valves, it's probably at like 150.
Boom.
Yeah.
Who do we have next Tuesday? Let me look. Let me look. Oh, we got Billy. Billy Mason. That's going to be exciting. We tried to have him on before, but he had he was having difficulties with the Zoom and with the computer at the same time. And then did
Thursday,
you
I'm gonna be
rescheduled?
over. Yeah, so Thursday we're gonna be at my buddy's Joel's house. He lives here, pretty close to me. One of my super close friends.
New
We're gonna
builder.
be, yeah, he does high-end remodeling
Boom. And
and
and we're gonna
renovation.
have to get Daryl. We'll keep Daryl on the hook as like
What is he just scared? Is that what happened?
No, I think you
He
keep
needs another month to prepare? Is
you were
that
originally
what happened?
scared and rebooked him, and now he's got other things to do.
No,
Um,
mine. Hey, Daryl, for the record, I love you, man. You're great. I love talking to you on Instagram and calling you and hanging out. But I had the book. I had to move it for business. I'm sorry.
I have Billy Mason twice. Daryl, are you available April 16th? Daryl, whether you are or not, I'm putting your name right here, you
Just go
bastard.
ahead and have it.
Yeah, I am. Daryl is on. Daryl, we rescheduled to April 16th, 9 p.m. You know, I don't care whose
Just
birthday
hit
it
him up
is.
the
I don't
morning
care
of, like you
whose
did today.
birthday it is. That
I
I
had
rem
no idea. You're
I
like, you coming on today? I'm like, ah, shit. Yeah, sure.
I try to
Totally.
touch base with people at least like the morning of, but sometimes it's the night before.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yo, I'm busy.
No
100
worries, man.
psi is 1275 GPM. He's got his numbers like boom. He's not saying about or like that's the number. 2-inch main drain at 100
Knows his
psi
shit.
is 1275 GPM.
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of thinking about.
A hose.
Yeah, I'm thinking about hoses, and I'm thinking about the flow chart of fire pump equipment. Either so, what I'm used to,
You don't have the
like,
friction of the valves or the hoses or any of that.
well, I mean, even at reduced orifice, like 50 is 900. I don't know.
I smell something burning from here, kid. Stop thinking so hard.
Yeah.
The best is when that drain that backs up isn't in the room you're in, and had it a couple times where you walk around the corner and that sweet smell hits you. That is a very good point. Is when it's like going into the P trap down the hallway and you don't even know you just got that baby wide and it's like flooding out. It's
Oh
flooding
yeah.
out Margaret's
That's,
office or something.
that sucks.
The better question is Brian ready? I think Brian's ready.
For what?
I don't know. Daryl. Daryl's hot. Daryl's heart. Oh, about the episode. That's right.
Oh, I'm not preparing. Like I just it's just another day, dog.
That's so good. All right. So tomorrow will actually be cool in a sense. I get to drive to Boston. I drove to Boston every day for 15 plus years.
Now you're in your
I don't
slippers
know
or
how
on
you
the
did that,
job
dude.
site.
That's it. Yeah, I mean,
I
now
don't
I'm like either
understand how you did
flying to
that.
work or whatever, but now I haven't drove there in a while. I'm driving in tomorrow. It's going to be a cool feeling driving
And
in the truck.
life of executive management, huh?
Let's go. Driving back to Boston, kid. Get out of my way. Oh, that's awesome. Ryan, appreciate you coming on, even though I reminded you late.
Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime. I
I think
listen
I
to all your
blabbered a
guys'
lot.
shows, to be honest with you. I'm not a sprinkler guy, but I honestly, I listen just because I like construction and you guys talk a good, have a good time, and it's, put it on whenever you're doing. I honestly put it on at night when I'm working, just kind of background music. And yeah, I mean, you guys did a good job, honestly. I started watching the day you guys started, to be honest with you, from
Wow.
afar,
Appreciate that,
just,
bro.
yeah.
We
Seriously, I
appreciate
think I've seen every single one of your guys' episodes. Again, it interests me, kind of stuff kind of
Thank you
does
for
interest
that.
me, I don't get to, yeah, yeah.
Appreciate that,
yeah.
man. And everybody else that's watching,
It's,
we really appreciate that. That's why we keep doing it.
it's
That's what
like, I mean, this is hard for us to do. It's not easy. We just
Yeah.
decide
Oh,
to show
definitely
up
not.
it's really, especially now, it's every day. Me and Bobby have
Yeah,
a
I'm sure.
conversation every single day. Yeah.
It's
And
growing into
sure.
something. It's
fun.
pretty cool. Tomorrow we're
No,
traveling to General Air in
Really?
Pennsylvania.
yeah, did you ever think that was gonna happen?
Like
No?
You know what I mean?
to go with
Like what?
my iPhone and videotape shit. Woo! I don't know. It's pretty
Wow,
cool.
man.
I'm grateful to do it, and I'm happy to do
Safe
it,
travels.
and I
I
can't wait.
am.
Thank you to General Air for the opportunity, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.